What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. As always, with me, Rich, and I'm still going down the prompts for International Zine Month. Let's see what we got going on for today. It is July 13th. Make up a zine superstition and share it. Easy peasy. Let's get into it. So this one for me is pretty easy. It's not necessarily a superstition, but it's just something that I like to do when I create zines. And that is, I always make the first copy for my wife. What zines are, because for me, zines are emotions and ideas ripped from one's self and just splattered on a page. And so then, because of that, the first person, that's why like I make zines that I end up never sharing, you know what I mean? Like one zine that I wrote, that I made, that was very personal, was called If Lindy Went Bye-Bye, which was this idea of like me dealing with the idea of like, what if my wife was to die? And like I never shared that with anybody, only my wife. And you know what I mean? It's one of those things, like it was too personal for me to share with anybody. You know, it was very vulnerable. Like I was crying when I was making it. I couldn't imagine my life without my wife. I love my wife a lot. But you know what I mean? So like, so that's what a zine is to me, and so because of that personal aspect of it, that the fact that like there's emotions and like true ideas of oneself, like, you know what I mean, the truest form of myself is the humor that you'll read in my zines. Like that's my humor. Like I might not make that many jokes if you ever meet me, but that's the humor that goes on in my head. Where I live now, like my wife, because of her job, her career, is always like, please don't start a fight. Like I remember I was wearing the fuck Trump shirt that I make, and like, you know, somebody in the fucking post office almost squared up with me, man. I was like, fuck, I'm about to knock this fool out. Like this is gonna get real. But then I always gotta think about like, might get arrested. I have a record. You know, how's that gonna look for my wife? How's my wife gonna feel? Like all these things that pile on, and it makes you, you know, it hinders you being you and saying what you would like to say. But then when I get to the zine creating process, or just art creating, right? Even the buttons and things like that, like all that is just me being me, and that's why I always tell people, like, it's empowering for me, and that's why for me, you know, the creation process is self-care. But that's also why I share it always with my wife first, because it's such a personal thing for me that the first person I would like to share it with, that I always share it with, is my wife. I hope you guys are having a good International Zine Month. I hope you guys are having fun with it. I hope you guys are getting ready to either table at Zine Fest or fucking just go and buy shit at a Zine Fest. I know I got a bunch of Zine Fests lined up already, so I can't wait. And that's on top of everything that I'm doing now with International Zine Month. I'm also getting ready for the Zine Fest. Alright guys, that's all I got for you guys. Until next time.
Fight the fascists.
And late.